Hi there. I want to talk about politicians who I consider to be crazy. These people appear on my TV screen every single day saying ridiculous and outlandish things. I can't believe it. I don't think they can either, but they're happy doing it. They've sold their souls to the devil. These people, at least were elected, at least most of them were, to be the leaders of the most powerful countries on earth. And they've all screwed up. So before we get into their screwing up, can I ask one little favour? Take a moment to press the like button and subscribe button. It'll make you feel good and it'll make me very happy. Thanks very much. Okay, let's continue. I want to start up with Donald Trump. Yep. I know I've spoken about him before in one of my videos, the cult of MAGA Trump, but things have got worse since I spoke about him last time. This man has now brought the USA on the brink of civil war. I see on TV his followers talking about bloodshed in the streets. What are we talking about here? This is ridiculous. And he encourages it. Don't say he doesn't. I have not heard him say one word against these idiots. You know, when he finished living in the White House, well, he never lived in the White House, but when he finished being president a few years ago, you know, he could have lived the life of Riley. All he had to do was keep his mouth shut and just go and play golf every day. What a great life that would have been. But no, he can't keep his mouth shut. And so he is facing so many charges I can't imagine. He's lost tens and tens of millions of dollars in fees for his solicitors and just throwing money away. That's not even his money to start with. Is he allowed to do it? I don't know, and I don't care. It's not my business. And he's also facing ridicule. Now, he was taught when he started out in business by a man called Roy Cohn, who was a great friend of his father's, I believe, a very shrewd man. He was taught by Roy Cohn to never, ever concede and never, ever admit you're wrong. Well, it appears that this way of life is coming back to bite him on the bum. That's the way it is. And next, we have Vlad the Assassin Putin. This egomaniac has brought war to the doorstep of Russia. Things for him have gone from bad to worse, what with Moscow itself being attacked by drones and missiles. What a crazy idiot. He thought he could attack the Ukraine and it would be all over in 10 days. Well, it hasn't exactly worked out that way for him, has it? And why did he attack the Ukraine? Well, one of the reasons is because he wants to go down in history to be the man who reunited the USSR. What's happened was, when that was broken up, all these other countries that were under that rule became independent. There's one thing though, these countries which are now liberated and they're independent countries, they have all the minerals, the resources, and the grain to feed the world. And what's Russia got? Not that much. And he wants to reunite these countries in the same manner that Adolf Hitler wanted to unite Europe under Nazi rule. You know, history has a habit of repeating itself. And I don't think that old Vlad has learnt his history lessons. And then in Canada, Justin Trudeau started up with a bang. He was loved by everybody, especially the women. Well, as the years went by, and he got so comfortable in his prime ministership, he became a woke idiot. And now it's almost illegal to be straight in Canada. He's turned it into a multicoloured, rainbow-flagged country. What an idiot. It was the country that was leading us all in how to progress in the 21st century. Well, no longer. Another idiot. And now let's go over to the United Kingdom, where Boris Johnson was the Prime Minister overseeing Brexit. That is, Great Britain leaving the European Union. Well, what a farce that has turned out to be. He and his cronies convinced the British people that they were under the thumb of the European Union and that they were not really independent, which was a lie. You know, they shouted from the pulpit, "We want our independence back, and let the European Union deal with us on our terms." Well, it hasn't really turned out like that, has it? No, it hasn't, because sadly, simple ideas are only good for simple-minded people. And now, Great Britain is no longer so great. What can you do about it? And China is even worse. Xi Jinping is presiding over the collapse of the country that holds 1/5 of the population of Earth. There are about 1.3 billion people in China, and it's on the verge of collapse. And China's biggest financial institution has gone under, causing millions of people to lose whatever money they had invested. And their real estate has collapsed. The value is no longer there. They base their whole financial institutions on the value of their properties, which unfortunately went down with that financial institution. They're in a hell of a mess. On top of that, they're suffering their worst floods and landslides in history. A lot of it was brought about by building the Three Gorges Dam, the biggest dam in the world. And lo and behold, the wall is being threatened to collapse. I can't believe it. if the wall of that dam collapses, we're talking about cities and towns going under. And how many people? I hate to think. This is China of today. The last wanker is Kim Jong-un from North Korea. This is the guy that the Donald is in love with. Well, old Kim has got the North Koreans paranoid that they're going to be attacked imminently. And it's been imminent for years now. They're going to be attacked imminently by the West. And that's why he's got them going hungry, happily, so they say, so that he can spend money on rockets and armaments. He's got to protect his little part of the world. That guy actually is highly educated, but that doesn't mean a thing. So many highly educated people are just stupid, and he's one of them. Well, folks, listen, how many more people can we go through? We just talked about these few. Thanks very much for joining me. Please give a like, comment, share and subscribe. Make me happy. Thanks, folks. Keep smiling, stay happy, and see you again soon. Bye.